My name is Laurence Carr, and I was raised in France in the world of performing arts. I learned the history and aesthetics of ballet, music, and fashion. And this imbued me with a sense of poetry that still remains present in everything I do. My journey through performance, from the Paris Opera Ballet to choreograph with Merce Cunningham company in New York, all taught me how to conceptualize and design for the theater. So that view and concept, I took it into interior design. But before I went to interior design, or interior design find me, I traveled and lived in different places in the world and worked with the event industry for the Olympic Games in Sydney, Australia, then worked in the marketing communication in Asia, and then went back to the US. And there I lived in Chicago, where, again, in front of this beautiful building of architecture, it really ignited and fueled sort of the pathway toward interior design. When I moved back to New York City, I went to Parsons, the new school, and decided to take really this classic approach to really understand what interior architecture and design is all about. And then started to work in interior design. My background in performing arts as a performer helped me understand the energies of space and movement, and my global travels inspired my aesthetic. So why did I go to green design, and what brought me really to interior design? So my international experience and diverse business acumen have infused and elevated my work into the building, architecture, and interior design industry. My main focus going into design was about creating restorative, regenerative, and wellness-enhancing spaces for my clients. However, I know that human wellness does not exist in a microcosm. So I've always been passionate about environmentalism. And once I saw the amount of carbon and waste generated by the interiors field, I made a commitment to myself that I would work to improve the world. Sustainability is a rapidly growing field, but it's also due to the increased awareness of climate change. And they're both, intertwined. So every day we see fascinating and innovative new solutions and products that are being developed. The food industry started, years ago with slow, organic, and really more transparency of ingredients in food products. In recent years, there is an increasing number of fashion brands that are treating sustainability more seriously. Accountability, transparency, and modifying their production for a more sustainable approach is key to move the needle. And the fashion industry understands that treating sustainability as a value is important, very important. And leading companies are going forward and consider the circular economy as part of a fashion value system. The same movement is happening within the furnishing industry, slowly, but it is happening. A big part of my work is staying current and supporting new technology as they are developed. I do see that awareness is ever increasing about the importance of sustainability. In a recent survey, we saw that 92% of consumers report a desire to live more sustainably. I feel passionately that, bringing access and education about eco-conscious consumption and design to people of all income level, which is why I speak and offer educational resources and write on my blog Beyond Aesthetics as often as I do. I always want to provide background on why I made selections for my clients to learn more about healthy materials and the impact they have for their health in the environment. I direct them toward responsible sources for their needs so that they can continue to develop more eco-conscious lifestyle beyond the space I curate for them. But more important than educating my clients is the process of helping educate and inform the industry at large about how vital circularity and regenerative design are right now. So I spend a lot of my time sharing my expertise on my blog, via panels and webinars, in interviews like this, and soon in my upcoming video series. Asking questions is so important. What are these products made of? What is this sofa made of, as you mentioned, Andrea? Or what is this style made of? Or I'm going to buy this dining room table for my clients. What is the wood made of, and where does it come from? Where was it sourced? And how was it made? How was the joinery of the table and the tabletop, put together? All these questions, are very important. I prefer cradle to cradle materials, which is another certification, which means that at the end of the life cycle, these cradle to cradle materials are truly recyclable or repurposable. So they really serve the circular economy. If an eco-friendly option is unavailable, there is no alternate creative solution to be found. I choose the one with the least impact, really truly, and try to balance it out with healthier materials everywhere else. And I really think that 3D technology, like we are using with a company called Thinking Huts. It is a non-profit organization for whom I am sitting on the board, on the advisory board. We're using a 3D technology to build schools in a pilot project this summer in Madagascar for underserved communities. And this project really sits at the intersection of my passion for education and design. So using locally sourced materials, reducing carbon emissions by eliminating transport and unlimited resources like solar power, these schools will boost the communities and economies they touch, raising the chance for everyone around them to live up to their potential. So that, to me, 3D technology printing is one of the most exciting advancements.